Has it ever felt unsafe for you to receive masculine attention or to have masculine energy around you? We're going to talk about that today because this is a big issue with women and it needs to be healed so we can all, men and women, move forward in harmony into this new beautiful age that's upon us. So stay tuned. So if you have found this video, I know something about you already because I attract women who have had similar experiences with the masculine as me. I have experienced sexual abuse from my grandfather, emotional, some physical abuse from a former partner, and also having the experience with my father of never feeling good enough. So always trying to prove my worth, prove that I'm good enough. So there's a whole wide gamut that I can empathize with you if you have had any experience that felt unsafe with the masculine energy. Unsafe physically, unsafe emotionally, to just be you. So what happens when we feel unsafe around the masculine is we tend to do one of two things. We either totally don't feel safe to set any boundaries, and so we just keep allowing people to hurt us and take advantage of us and gaslight us and abuse us, or we turn to the other way and we become excessively masculine. So you're not going to screw with me. I'm going to get super aggressive. And so you become more masculine. So it can go to the wounded masculine or it can go to the wounded feminine. Either way, that can happen. The other thing that can happen is that you become a little bit of a proving person. I need to prove my worth. So your whole life is about making sure people see you, making sure people appreciate you, respect you, know your value, praise you. So you're becoming a perfectionist. You can become a high achiever, you can become a workaholic, or you can go the total opposite way and become a procrastinator. So you don't want to be judged because you were so harshly judged by the masculine. And so you just stay safe back here. So in whatever way that you have had some trauma with the masculine energy and have distance yourself from being able to fully receive it, the most beautiful type of masculine energy. It is key that you heal your relationship with the masculine energy. So let's move into how you do that. If you think of all of the things that I mentioned about not setting boundaries or setting too strong of boundaries, or not trying to prove, but just owning who you are, having reverence for it and expressing it with full confidence and ease, not trying to compete with anybody, just focusing on being and expressing the fullness of you. What it comes down to is the sense of being unworthy, because if you truly knew your value and your worth, and you embodied that knowingness, you would be able to easily set boundaries. You would be easily able to let comments slide off your back, to put a velvet rope around yourself and only allow people in who you feel good in the presence of, who have earned the right to be in your sacred circle of energy. You would be able to lean back and be able to receive the beautiful, supportive, protective, adoring, and loyal masculine into your life. That's what this is all about. So how do you get this knowingness? It comes down to something that I've talked about a lot, but I'm going to repeat it until I'm blue in the face. It's knowing what you are and who you are. And then I'm going to give you something at the end of this that can become something you do literally every single day. Takes 2 seconds, but it is so empowering. So just stay tuned with me for a second. Let's remind you what you are. If we go to science and physics, we remember that there is only one source energy, and every single thing in this entire universe is of that same source energy. There is nothing that is not that energy, you included. And then when we talk about that energy, we know that physics states that energy never is created and energy never dies. It just transforms. So that energy exists. It transformed into a physical manifestation of you, of me, of everything in the surroundings, everything. So it doesn't mean when we become us that we separate from it. We're still it. We're just in a different format. Okay, it's like an ice cube. Is it still the same composition chemically? It's just in a different form, right? That's what you are. So then you have to get to know the characteristics of that energy. Unlimited abundance, beauty, creative, love, ever expanding, generous, kind. All of those attributes make up that divine energy. So because you are that energy, those exist in you naturally. You don't have to try to be them. You just have to access them if you've forgotten. If things have come into your life that has temporarily jaded you from them, separated you from them. And let's go to the who you are part. The who you are is the distinct, unique programming of you, this physical manifestation. You have natural talents, natural abilities, natural interests, loves, likes, dislikes, personality traits, looks, voice, everything. You were made on purpose. Everything you are on purpose. So can you see that if you know what you are, and you're just naturally able to be it because you tune into it every single day, and you live and express who you are every day, can you see how incredibly elegant and easy it will be to set boundaries? Hey, that person, I feel off energetically. I'm going to make the choice not to spend so much time with them or to interact with them much because it feels so off from who you are. And it would feel so right to set that distance and that barrier. You won't feel guilty about it. You won't feel shame about it. It will be a knowingness that it's okay to do that. You're going to let comments from someone who has their own issues run off your back. Or what will happen is that you will take that constructive criticism, you will use it as a growth opportunity, but you won't become wounded from it, right? There's a total difference. So do you see how empowering yourself allows you to no longer be a victim, no longer feel scared? You know you will show up for yourself. You know that if a man comes to you and is inappropriate, that you will trust yourself to close that velvet rope. Here's what I want to gift you today. If you can simply repeat this mantra to yourself as many times as you need, or in the opportune times when you need, this is going to serve you well. Are you ready for it? I define who I am. I define my worth. I know who I am. I know what I am. I am, I am, I know I am. I am, I am. I know I am. When you embody these knowings, you will feel safe to open up and be more receptive to a healthy masculine energy. You won't be pushing it away out of fear. You'll actually be magnetizing that empowered, healthy masculine into your life, one that feels good and right. I used to feel very unsafe around men. It didn't feel safe for me to be very feminine, to feel beautiful, to be seen. It never felt safe. And what I had to realize was that I had to come to a place where I had trust in myself, that I would know my value and my worth, and that I would not accept anything other than what felt good and right. And so I had the tools to do that. In order to put this forward, you really have to embody these feelings of feminine confidence. And again, that's knowing what you are and who you are and just living that out fully. On that note, make it an elegant week. Live that beautiful feminine confident energy and trust that you now have everything you need to receive masculine energy and feel safe and not feel affected or victimized by it anymore. And if you want to dive deeper, I'll put the link to the Elegant Art of Feminine Confidence program below. Much love. See you next week.